Welcome back to Slay the Stars in episode 45. Last time, we finally got to see the confrontation, Zamira versus Dalius, in a battle of words rather than spells. There was some pleading on his part, some threats, and he agreed to give Zamira 24 hours to consider her options and make her own decisions. He's asked she meet him at the ship the next night if her choice is to go with him to the orb, Nexus, and what he believes is her destiny. Char sent a bottle of wine to Alias's room and got some information about her from the front desk of the hotel. Reg, Char, and Zem all worked out again with the guards, and I believe you're all heading quickly to the glass forge because you're not allowed to be out of each other's sight. So, if that's the case, let's get started.
Okay, I can move again. He started talking and I didn't want to move. I'm like, I will not ruin this take if it means pain.
So, Char, what did you want to accomplish at the glass forge today?
Honestly, it's as many bottles as I can take as spares down the line. What?
It's not the bottles, it's what you're putting in the bottles that's making me laugh.
The holy water or the wine?
Uh-huh.
All right, so you don't have a carrying contraption for a lot of bottles, so you're going to have to get something for that that's going to keep them from breaking.
Oh, we need to go sell that sword.
Okay, let's do that first. You find somewhere to sell the sword. Just roll me a persuasion check. One of you, I don't care. If you're going together, so.
Guidance. I can't read that. 3.
Thank God. 14.
All right. We'll say they offer you 125 gold for the sword. So, if you take it, you now have 125 gold.
True story. I don't remember what the sword is, so.
Reg and Lore's giant sword that we kept.
Not Reg.
Or, I'm sorry.
Lore and Rush.
Lore and Rush. God, too many R's. I can't keep...
Lore's giant sword.
Lore's sword.
Lore's sword.
Okay. All right. 100 and what?
125 gold.
So how much of that do you want for yours? Do you want me to keep the 25 and you can keep the 100?
I don't care.
That's what we're doing. I'm keeping the 25, you're keeping the 100. Because I am a monk. I'm just kidding.
Because I'm a princess.
That's probably more accurate.
That is accurate.
And he knows that you love money, so we're good.
And if you would like to get a carrying contraption for the bottles, just take 5 gold off that and say you have 20.
Sweet.
And now you have a little chest that can fit in your backpack that will hold 8 bottles, we'll say.
Carry pouch.
You go to the forge. You make up some extra bottles. I'm not going to make you... You know what? No, I am. I'm going to make you roll a Constitution saving throw.
12.
All right, you're good. You're not working the whole day, so 12's good enough. You don't get a point of exhaustion. And you fill up your rack. You now have 8 bottles.
Cool.
One of which I think is filled with holy water, right? You have 1 bottle of holy water for yourself?
Holy water, yes.
Because you gave the other one to Rina.
Mm-hmm. However, that is going to be going to someone else as of right now. Probably not going to be so in the future.
All right. So, as you are getting ready to leave the glass forge, I picture Zem and Reg are kind of hanging out outside because it's way too hot to hang out in there. You guys are just BSing or whatever.
It would, frizz my hair, so.
Char comes out with, sparkles.
Yeah. Char comes walking out, and at that point, you see Reg, the two of you were talking, and he sort of gazes off to nowhere, and he looks distracted for a minute. And he turns to both of you, and he says, "Oh, well, it seems that Rafe has arrived in the city. They're gonna send him through customs and everything like that. He's gonna be escorted to Rina's by a large contingent of people. He's not super happy they didn't let him bring any of his other people into the city, but he's here. He says he'll see us at the party in a few hours."
What are they doing with the other people?
I would imagine they're forced to camp outside the forest somewhere.
With those things?
No, what can you do? It's crazy enough that they let us get Rafe in here, honestly. I was shocked that Rina buckled. I really didn't think she was going to let him in.
All right.
I mean, let's be real. If Nexus or really anyone found out he was here, even barring his own personal reasons for not being allowed out in public very frequently, it would be a problem. You know, it could be seen as them taking sort of a stance.
I guess.
Do we need to run over to El Estonome for anything?
I don't.
I mean, you guys stayed out here for me. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't believe so. Not today. We can pick up later.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to skip through a couple hours here. Y'all head back to your hotel rooms. I know, Char, you mentioned wanting to potentially ask the pendulum a question. Would you like to do that now?
Yes, if there's time, if you're
Mhm.
wanting to do it.
Yep, let me roll.
Roll that
Ooh,
intelligence
guidance
check.
as well.
Can we guidance this?
We have in the past, so I guess we've never talked
We've
about
never
fixing
guidanced
that roll.
this.
The pendulum,
Mhm.
we've done it once. So, and then we're just like, we'll figure out the rolling later, and then we never did that.
I'm going to say yes, only because I'm going to say that Char is using his influence to help Zem's focus here. That's fine. I'm okay with it.
This is an intelligence check, right?
Yes.
Is that a 5?
Yeah, it's 15.
Okay, so 15, 16, 17, 18 plus
20 total. 'cause
Plus
there was a
2?
2. Yeah.
Okay. 20 total.
You get 3 questions.
I wanted to ask if Headmistress Ristos,
Mhm.
God, another R name, fucking shit,
It's a lot of our names.
is alive.
Okay.
Because that's probably going to influence the rest of it. And then I had another question I wanted to ask, and I can't remember what it was.
All right. Is Headmistress Ristos alive?
You get a yes.
Was Aridel under someone's influence when she stole the orb?
Was Aridel under influence when she stole the orb?
You get a very confusing mixture in your response there. Kind of like a weird diagonal swingy answer that leads you to believe somewhere in the middle.
That was what I had if you had to question from that after.
Because I don't give a shit about her. Is Headmistress Ristos safe?
You get a no.
Well, that's unfortunate.
So these are the responses that you get from the pendulum. Any reactions you'd like to give?
What do you mean she's not safe?
This is my reaction.
The Matt Mercer meme.
Oh man, did
No,
you
we saw it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Forget what that was for.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what we can do about this. If she can't handle herself in whatever situation she's in, I don't know what we can lend. But like, we know who she was traveling with. We know the direction they wanted to travel. It could be anything. I just hope she's not in the hands of Nexus.
So do I. I wonder if Morbale's okay.
I don't know.
Huh.
Honestly, I don't know that anyone is okay right now, except for the people who are blessedly unaware of all of the things going on.
Lucky schmucks. So then what should be the plan the next couple days then?
I don't know. Just survive like we've been doing. We know we need to travel to the orb.
And it's probably either at Stellium or in Saltspire. Saltspire?
Yeah, with the warehouse. I think that, well, I know that everybody, is it just us or is Rafe with us?
Reg is with you.
Reg, yeah, sorry. I'm just looking forward to Rafe. Um, so I'm going to say, in the best way that I can, knowing that Reg is here with us, that there are a lot of options on the table, and we just need to be smart about which ones we're picking.
Did you roll portents?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it was like
Probably episode
5
less.
and 11 or something. I'd have to look.
All right. So, if that is the last bit of wrap up we need to do, let's go into the fun portion of the evening, which is
Murder.
playing dress up with the characters. Zem,
Mm-hmm.
what are you wearing tonight to the party?
So I found this dress in the trunk that Rina sent over. So it's good. It's like a basic velvet dress. So it is a little heavier. From the front, it looks almost plain. The sleeves are long. It's like a full length gown itself. There is like a slit in the front up the like right side. And then there is the only other like detailing to the dress from the front, which is going to make sense in a second, is a collar of like rhinestones. So the dress is black and the rhinestones are like a dark gray. And then the back is a really deep V. And the entire back is crisscrossed with chains and like rhinestones and all that kind of thing. So it's like metal and shiny things all the way down the back.
I love it so much. So, Char, what are you wearing tonight?
Char has a purple suit, but the material that's like on top of the suit jacket is like this very thin like shimmer like material. It's really see through, but like the rest of the material's not. But the suit doesn't go all the way down to the belt, but the coat, like the shimmer material, goes all the way down to the belt. Like it fits properly, so it's very
like a fine mesh.
Mesh, yes, that's the word. So the mesh is on top of all of the suit, but it also goes past the suit when the suit jacket cuts off. I'd say around like halfway down the back.
Okay.
And then typical matching pants.
I dig it. Reg gets ready and he shows up in basically like a really well-tailored white suit. Pocket watch.
A white suit.
A white suit.
I can never pull that off. I trip too often.
He looks good.
Of course he does.
He says,
"Oh, our masks. Fuck."
He says, "What do you think?" And he pulls out of his pocket a white and gold mask that it's not as ornate as some of like the more like feminine masquerade masks. This one is really just the white plate of the mask. However, it doesn't just cover the face. It kind of hooks up so that it exposes one cheek. And then on it, it has all this like light gold filigree that sort of looks like cracks that spread out.
So if he's looking at me, he's going to see my entire face drop.
And he's like, "What?" He takes it off. "What's wrong?"
I'm sorry. I just wasn't expecting a white and gold mask.
"Oh, well, Rina said that that's part of the theme."
Yeah, no, it looks good. I'm sorry. It's nothing. It's nothing. And I like shake it off.
I'm sorry. I can change. I can try to find something else.
No,
Char trips over his shoes in the background.
don't be. I'm trying really hard to shrug it off and like enjoy the party. So I'm like, don't be silly. Put it on. You look good.
Okay, thank you. You look amazing. That dress is I wish you were my date tonight.
Thank you. I'm gonna like do a spin.
Is she not?
I mean, sort of, kind of, but not really.
I mean, I'm escorting her there, but we all know who her date is tonight. Okay, we know.
It's okay. He'll catch up.
Char is confused.
And you look beautiful as well.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Well, do you want to take the trolley there? Do you want to walk? It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day every day here, though. I'm pretty sure at this point that they magic it that way.
Oh no, this dress deserves to be seen. Let's walk.
All right. Let's go. The three of you leave. You walk to Rina's. It's a decent walk, but you're all in good shape, and it is a beautiful evening. The sky is completely clear, and you're just starting to see like the pillar of light in the sky is just dimming, and you're getting those really beautiful purples and ambers and stuff. By the time you make it to Rina's, you notice the front gate's open. There's a lot more activity here than the last 2 times you've been here. Different carriages arriving, people. You kind of expected this was going to be a large party, but also you're a little taken aback by just how large this party is. But you are brought through the house, through the back doors, which are these large wooden French doors that open out into the garden behind Rina's home. And you see there that there are twinkling lights strung between the bushes and the trees. And at first you're like, this is a crazy work of magic. But as you get closer, you realize it's not magic. There are strings and wires and things that move, and like bulbs that are kind of warm to the touch when you feel them. It doesn't seem magical. And you notice that everybody around you is wearing their masks, lots of white and gold masks. Zem. There is like a string quartet that's playing music, and there's a large area that's cleared out, and there are some people who have started dancing already, but most people are just starting to mill about, socializing. It doesn't seem that Rina has arrived yet.
So we didn't talk about masks?
You didn't.
I feel like we had, and I don't know if this is official or not anymore, but like we had briefly talked about glass masks.
You did?
So do we not have masks?
You can have whatever masks you like. You had plenty of time today to figure out what you would want.
All right.
So paint me a word picture.
I'm really bad at those, but I'll give it a shot. My mask is like the mask of a raven with like the long nose that covers like down past the mouth. Really gold like surroundings like on the outlines, but it's mostly like white and purple like mixtures. Matches the suit.
Dig it.
Oh no.
A very full mask. I very much
I'm getting the feeling I have made a party faux pas. It is what it is. So my mask is black. It is, so basically it's like a butterfly shape, but it's not a butterfly, it's a moth. And when the wings come down, it's not, so like a Luna moth has the wings more towards the center, but it's not covering my nose. So like instead it's going towards the side so that my mouth is exposed. And it's the other side, but like the wings come out from the side of my hair, and where it stops covering my face and goes out to the side, it is like filigree, and it is black with silver, not gold. So I'm very dark, and everyone else is very light.
It's fitting for Zem. When you initially come in, you're looking around, glancing at people. You don't recognize anybody here. What's your first move?
panic and run to the corner of the room. No.
Let's get drinks.
Yeah, that's a
That sounds like a wonderful idea. And Reg leads you over towards, there's like a punch bowl, like a big crystal punch bowl.
Are the rings working? Is anti-magic still in effect?
Your ring is not working.
Okay, so we're still in anti-magic.
Yes, you're
okay,
still
cool.
in anti-magic as far as you know.
I asked the question correctly, and you answered it correctly. I'm just a moron.
So Reg pours you each little cups of punch. He gets a cup of punch.
Like spiked punch, though, right? This is an adult party.
Take a drink of it. You can't tell. There might be some kind of like champagne or something mixed in with it. Definitely doesn't taste like it's hard liquor, though.
Just trying to figure out how to take a sip of the drink with the raven mask. It's just no.
He keeps putting the beak of the mask into the drink.
He crumples his cup.
I would like for you both to roll me perception checks.
Oh, actually good.
Terrible.
Glad we're on the same page. 22.
Okay.
2.
Perfect.
Do you want guidance? Here, I got you. Hold on.
It's fine. It's not going to make a difference.
You are glancing.
+4.
You are glancing around everywhere, but you're really just kind of looking for Rafe. You're not paying attention to what is happening around you. Char, you notice, and the only reason you really notice this is because one of the two people looks like they're trying to sneak in. And you're like, what the heck? And then based on the height of these two people, and one of them who has noticeably green skin, even with their mask on, you can tell that it is Del and probably Zuvi sneaking into the party. They manage to get past the guards and stuff. They kind of follow in behind these two taller elvish individuals, and
I will cause a distraction if it helps them get in easier.
they seem to be getting in no problem.
Interesting. Okay. I'm going to sneak up behind them.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
18. I can math.
Well, you don't beat Del. You don't beat Zuvi either. So stop trying to curse my dice.
I've already done most of the dice.
So you go over to sneak up behind them, and you hear Del say, "I saw you coming from a mile away, man.
Hi.
Did you come over here to rat me out? Or are you going to let me party?"
I don't stop anybody from having a party.
Ah, awesome. Did you figure out what happened with the shrew book?
I forgot about that until this moment.
Oh. Well, I was trying to help. Was it helpful? Why is your eye twitching like that?
It was not.
Listen, we just heard that this was the place to be, so we're just here to, dance, maybe pick a couple pockets, just like have some fun.
That works for me. Hey, you have any cool stuff on you?
I mean, depends on what you're looking for.
A trade.
I didn't come here to do that kind of work, but is there something you want in particular?
He's going to pull out the case of one of the caskets of holy water. I think you can do some good with this and find me an equivalent, even by accident.
They take it. They look at it and they're like, shakes it a little bit, and you see this slight glow. Huh. Where'd you get holy water?
He's trying to lie, but he's not very good at it. I've acquired it.
They're like, I get that. I acquire a lot of things too. But this is a lot. This is very hard to come by here. I don't know if I have anything for it right now.
Call it a future favor.
All right. I can handle that.
It should protect, and he's very deliberate, both of you from the things outside.
Roll me an insight check.
Okay, maybe I'm not going to roll bad tonight, or this is just going to go downhill after this. Insight, 22.
All right. In that moment, when you say that it could protect the both of you, you notice that Zuvi blushes a little bit in that moment. And Del smirks. And Del's like, "Hey, that sounds good. I mean, we're just trying to get started here, right? We have a whole operation."
I look forward to it.
Yeah. And Zuvi.
I'll pretend I didn't see you. And he winks and walks away.
You hear Zuvi say, "Come on, let's go dance." And Dell's like, "I mean, all right." They walk off together.
Char kind of comes back with like a little bit of a...
Sure, as you are walking back over to where Zem and Reg are, you see somebody approaching Zamira. And Zamira rolled really bad, so she's looking in the exact opposite direction of where this person is coming from.
Did we rom-com this shit?
Yes.
Guess who?
They're a tall individual, dressed entirely in a black suit, with a black mask, almost as if they planned this together. And Rafe walks up behind Zamira and puts a hand on her shoulder and says, "I'm sorry I've kept you waiting."
Full body shiver.
Joke's on you. It was Char.
I'm gonna spin, and it's just a little more awkward than we normally see out of Zamira. Hi.
Did you do the thing where you trip and he catches you in like a...
No, I didn't see you.
Well, you know, I am a sneaky person by nature.
Char's gonna see that, turn back to Dell and be like, "Not that one. Not that one. Not that one."
Dell's like, "That one? He has good stuff?"
No.
Sneak.
Char's entire rest of this party is going to be keeping Dell from Rafe. Just by the neck. Nope. Okay.
Reg sees this interaction and he just sort of nods. And Rafe says, "Thank you for keeping them safe when I couldn't be here." And Reg is like, "I'll leave you to it." And he walks over towards you, Char, and says,
Before he gets away though, I'm just gonna tug on his arm and kiss his cheek and just thank you.
"You're welcome."
The one exposed cheek.
Yeah.
It's a full Phantom of the Opera mask.
Yeah. And Reg walks over to you, Char, and is like, "Well, you owe me a dance and they're busy, so..."
Yeah, right.
All right. So, back to Zem and Rafe. Rafe's like, "I don't know what to say. It has been a long trip. And I feel like there are a lot of things we need to discuss, but it's a party. We should probably just have fun while we can, right?"
Yeah, that that sounds good.
What do you want to do
She's
first?
smoothing her dress that's velvet and doesn't need smooth, has no wrinkles. She's just sort of mm-hmm.
He reaches over and grabs your hand that you're smoothing your dress with, and it's like, "Your dress looks fine."
Do you think so?
I mean, I'm gonna be really honest with you. You might be upstaging the birthday girl.
Well, have you seen her?
No, but I can't imagine she looks better than you.
Oh. And
Can you stop getting me hot and bothered?
Well, I'm gonna look at my half drunk drink, chug the rest of it, put it down. Should we dance?
Yes, let's. And he puts his hand out to you.
I take it.
And now, the four of you are dancing. I would like for the two of you to roll me performance checks.
Fuck. Ah, there it is.
19.
Performance -1, so 9.
All right.
That's with guidance.
Char, even though you grew up around bards and stuff, you have never really been a dancer.
Nope, I tripped and took out a waitress.
But you don't do a bad. I mean, 9's not bad. It's just slightly below average, and it's a little. You're just out of practice. That's fine. But Reg, he's a good dancer, and he kind of guides you along through a lot of the steps that you don't know. And at one point, he's like, "See, now is this so bad?"
I didn't say it was.
Well, you seem like somebody who is very against having fun.
Fun tends to come with a lot of danger, Reg.
But, I mean, isn't that part of the fun, though? Get the blood pumping.
Yep, that's in the name.
Look at your friend over there. He nods over towards Samira.
Samira's like has smoke coming off of her head.
She has no idea what she's getting herself into.
What do you mean? Like at that point, like most of the conversation, Char's just like kind of loosened up a lot.
Yeah. And Reg gets kind of serious for a moment. I'm worried about her.
What do you mean?
Rafe is mostly a good person. I would follow that man to the gates of hell. But he's dangerous. And normally, I wouldn't be as concerned if this interest was coming solely from her angle, but he seems interested as well.
Should we be concerned?
I don't know. It's something we should watch, though. Just, you know.
Char's very jokingly just like, don't tell me you've fallen for her too.
I mean, who doesn't fall for her? She's amazing.
Char trips during the dance.
Listen, this is not that. I knew going into this that there was something going on there just based on the things Rafe would tell me. But I'm just saying that I've grown very fond of both of you, and I want you both to be safe. That's all.
Well, Zem does tend to live life very dangerously, but something tells me she can take care of herself.
You could learn a lesson from her.
In this circumstance. And he's like, that poor son of a bitch.
Zem, your dance with Rafe is like a masterclass. He is very good at dancing, and you apparently have a talent for dancing that you didn't know about. And
Char's on the side, I don't think she knew how to dance before.
it's one of those very corny moments where you sort of forget where you are. You're just absorbed in the moment and living in this space. And you're actually not talking much. You're just sort of like being. And at one point, when the music kind of slows and you're just standing close together, Rafe says to you, Zamira, I don't want to play games with you.
I like games. Games are fun.
I know. You are a fascinating person, and I would be lying if I said I didn't want to spend more time with you, but I'm not interested in childish things.
Okay. Are you saying I'm childish?
No.
I mean, I know I'm young, but
I'm going to say something that's a little... There are things you don't know about me. I'm assuming you haven't found them out yet because you haven't brought it up.
And there's plenty that you don't know about me either.
My secrets are... well, much more problematic than yours.
Do you want to have a show and tell with sinister secrets? Because I don't know that you can top mine.
Try me.
Gladly, but this party is a party, like you said, and there's lots of ears to overhear.
Well, then we'll whisper.
I think that this is a discussion best held for later.
Fine. fine. You're right. But I do need to say something in case we get split up later when I'm dealing with business or something. I don't want you anywhere near Dalius. At all. I would try to order you to stay away from him, but I know you won't listen.
My eyes are on fire at that. Like, okay.
So instead, I'm asking you, for me, please stay away from him. Let me handle him. Let me protect you.
So if we were still dancing, I've stopped
Mhm.
in the middle of the dance floor. I'm glad that you're not trying to order me. And I'm glad that we both recognize exactly where that would go.
Yes.
I can't promise you that I'm never going to go near him again.
Zamira, I have been talking with Reg about this whole situation. Dalius threatened you, and he was serious about those threats. You need to take them seriously. He is apparently far too powerful for you to deal with alone. It would not be safe, and I am worried for you.
I understand that, but I'm worried about everyone else. And I'm just one person. Like, if he has information, if he has... I don't know, if we can use him in some way, I just don't think we need to brush that off just because I might be in a little bit of danger. Being shitty about it.
I'm on Rafe's side.
He's like, I don't think you understand. If this was just like I'm going to put myself into danger situation, I would understand it more and perhaps I would be less inclined to fight you on this. But you do understand that what they want to do is to use you in some way to cause basically the end of the world.
Keep your voice down. Like, I'm just gonna like, what? And I'm just gonna look around and see if anyone overheard him.
Roll me a perception check.
Natural 20.
You notice a couple people kind of glanced over. I'm sorry. Listen, I have not slept in like 3 days. And I'm very happy to finally be here, but I have a hard time focusing on having fun when there's all this horrible stuff happening in the background.
I'm gonna grab like the sleeve of his coat, jacket, whatever, and like pull us off the dance floor, like just not leaving the room, but just, a little less from the center of attention. If he goes with me.
He'll go with you.
Nobody needs to tell me how much horrible shit is going on. I have been in the middle of it for far too long. All I'm asking for is one night to not have to think about it. Please, can we talk about this later?
Yes. You're right. It's fine. And he looks like he's about to say something else, but at that moment you hear the music kind of cuts off and you hear the announcer, I don't know what else to call them. Rina is announced and she comes in and she looks stunning. She's wearing like a long gold dress that's very fitting the whole way to the floor. It's very sparkly. She has like a really ornate gold mask that looks like it's made of gold, like thinly hammered gold leaf that has like a flowers and vines sort of motif. And she comes in. She is not escorted by anyone. However, she is followed by Istin. And she heads into the party and just starts mingling with people. And Rafe looks at you and he says, I need to go over and say happy birthday to Rina. I will find you shortly.
I mean, I need to say happy birthday too. I can go with you.
Oh, certainly.
Wasn't sure if he was trying to get rid of me or not.
No.
Latches onto like, you can't get rid of me that fast.
Leah was trying to separate you from him, but it's fine. As you are walking over, though, Eravon comes walking over to the two of you, and he says, Zamira, can I have a word with you?
Oh,
Rafe turns.
yeah, sure. Go ahead. I'll catch up. He's just my tutor from the school.
Roll me an insight check.
This is considerably less. All right. 12.
No, he rolled it too. It doesn't matter. You see like a look of annoyance cross Rafe's face when he sees Eravon there, and you say he's just your tutor, and Rafe's just like, all right.
Like the deep brass music.
Yeah, I'll see you over there.
I'll be right over.
And Eravon is like, hey, you made it. You look amazing.
Thank you. I'll do a little spin. Like everyone that compliments my dress gets a little spin. Have a little commotion for the back of the dress.
He's just like, oh my God, you look amazing.
Thanks.
How are you liking the party?
So far it's amazing. I wasn't expecting this many people here, and everyone looks so good.
Yeah, we like to clean up nice. I noticed you look just a little upset over there for a minute. Are you okay? Is that guy bothering you?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm okay. We just have a little disagreement, but it's okay. Yeah, no, he's not bothering me.
Okay. Good. I was just and you see he's looking over towards Rina, and he has this like starry look in his eyes, and he's like, oh, she looks so pretty tonight.
She does look pretty. Are you gonna ask her to dance?
No, she would say no.
Why?
I don't think she really likes me that much. Let's be real. I've been thinking about it since we talked yesterday, So I'm here, but I'll probably leave early, go home, spend time with my cat.
Oh my God. Well, I'm pretty sure one of us owes the other one a dance. Did you want to dance?
Yes, let's do that. But first, I want to get some punch. Get some punch with me, really fast.
All right.
So you both head over to the punch bowl.
That hurt me so much.
And you see, he's like, do you want some?
Yeah.
Okay. And he takes out
I can get my own
the punch glasses, and he gets in his pocket, and he drops this flower into his punch. And you see that when it hits the water, the juice, whatever, it just sort of dissipates. And there's this like shimmery effect. And he's like,
What
and
is
just
this?
holds it up to you. What do you mean?
What is it?
Oh, it's fairy lights.
Wait. Seriously?
What do you mean seriously?
I'm just like gonna look at it again. I don't remember what this is. Hold on one second.
It's something I've made up.
Okay.
Roll me an Arcana check.
fairy lights.
Fairy
Mhm.
lights.
Is it some kind of like
21.
what's the
It's a magical stimulant.
I mean, like, is it dangerous?
is it acid?
No. Maybe.
Okay.
It's not dangerous?
No.
I mean, are you doing it?
I'm about to. And he drops what it is and just downs it.
I'll cheers his empty glass and I'll drink it too.
Okay. Zem, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
You're dead.
14.
Okay. Zem, you notice that. So after you take the drink, nothing immediately happens. You and Eravon head back out towards the dance floor. And the two of you are dancing. It's kind of like a faster paced song. You're just having fun. But as you're dancing, you start to notice that the lights, especially the small ones hung along the bushes and the statuary and stuff, they seem to be like ever so much brighter.
Oh, they changed the lights. Look at them. My God, look at them.
He's like, yeah, something like that. Zem, you also start to notice that where there are different sources of obvious magic, those areas start to glow with different colored brightnesses, including like the magic ring on your hand and the other items that you see different people wearing around you. And all of these lights start to have like sort of like a trailing effect.
Whoa.
Is this like some true seeing shit?
I say this out loud. Whoa. And then like my hand with like the ring on it, I'm going to go like, you know, when you're driving in a car and you do that thing with the wind where like you go like this with your hand. I'm doing that, but like with the lights.
Yeah. And so Erebon's like, be cool, man. Like,
this is so cool.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry. I thought you could handle your shit.
Erebon stops dancing for a moment. He looks over and he sees Rafe walking back towards the two of you, and he's like, I need to go do stuff, but like, if you're down with this kind of stuff, you could always come to my apartment like tomorrow. I've got other things.
Well, these are cool. And like I'm just like, I'm not dancing like an idiot. Like I still have my faculties. It's just neat and I'm like enthralled. So like
it's just like a lot looser of a dance style.
Yeah. Just
You're-
sort of like
You're
vibing.
popping and locking is just more like a shock.
And so he goes to walk away and Rafe walks over to you and you're kind of like doing the arm movement and he's like, are you okay?
Yeah, this ring you put on my finger just looks really cool.
Like, oh, yeah, that, it's, the magical barrier thing. It's sad that you couldn't have made it look nicer with your outfit.
Are you kidding? Look at how cool it looks in these. It's like glowing.
He looks at you.
Is there anything on him glowing?
Yes.
Well, if it's visible, like a piece of jewelry or something, I'm going to like, look, you do it, and like move it for him.
Yeah, so his pocket watch. He's also wearing a necklace, but it's tucked under his shirt. He doesn't want people to see it. But you can grab the pocket watch and like swing it around and stuff. And he just like puts his hands, he's like, what did you eat or drink?
So my friend had like this flower thing that he put in the drink, and like it just went like poof.
Yes.
And now
your friend.
All these things are like glowing and twinkling. It's just really fun.
Great. This is really, really great.
Do you want me to see if he can get one for you?
No. One of us needs to be normal. And he glances around. Where did Char and Reg go? Char, what?
Help.
Char, what are you doing?
You actually see that they've probably danced for quite a while.
Yeah.
It's not... Char's actually having a good time.
That's good.
Because I'm about to destroy your hope.
Char, you're in the middle of your 5th, 6th, I don't know. You aren't counting because you're having a good time. Dance with Reg. And somebody comes up to you and taps you on the shoulder.
Hello.
You turn around and there is a woman standing there. She has long dark hair and amber eyes. She's wearing a mask. And she has a long, flowing midnight blue dress on. And she says to you, CVB, right?
Yes.
You mind if I cut in? And Reg is like, fine, I guess. I'll just, and he walks away, kind of looking at you, Char, like, is this okay? What's happening?
He could probably be able to tell. He's not very good at deception. He does tense up, like he's going back. Okay, we're back in like fight mode. We're good.
Mm-hmm.
Like no more having fun. Like this is battle stations, but it's not. He knows what he's doing, or he thinks he knows what he's doing. It doesn't seem like he's in any danger.
Okay. And Alias kind of she moves in closer to you to start dancing, and she's like, I received a bottle of wine from you. Interesting.
More of a conversation starter, and they're gonna start dancing. And he's gonna roll performance and with guys, and I don't know, he's just gonna fucking go, hey, it's actually not bad. 16.
All right. So you're doing a good job
Battle
maintaining
mode
your
is great for
composure.
Char.
She's like, well, you have my attention.
Char puts on a serious face. No, I'm just kidding. I noticed that you recognized us the other night.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen you before in my life.
That's the problem. I think you have.
No, I've never seen you before in my life.
Yet, you seem to know us. But I don't recognize you from anywhere.
Well, I've only been in Annenfell for a few days.
But you're from here, right?
Originally.
And where'd you go in the meantime?
Oh, my work takes me all over. My boss, she's quite demanding.
Is she wearing sleeves?
She is. She has like long blue sleeves that go down. They have the like point that wraps around her finger.
So do you work for the kingdom, or?
Oh, no.
Oh, just gonna leave it like that. Okay.
Well, it's, everybody has their secrets, and what I do is quite confidential.
I have a particular interest in language, and pardon me for eavesdropping through various circumstances, but you share a tongue of which I do not know.
I don't know.
He's going to switch to Elvish for most of this conversation, by the way.
Okay. She'll speak Elvish with you. Yes, well, there's a reason that I use other languages, and so that eavesdroppers don't hear what I'm talking about. Through thin walls.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that you were welcomed back into the city.
Thank you.
And you fascinate me. He says there's a little bit of like not God, what's the word? Like malign, like undertone to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like malicious?
Kind of. I can't think of the word. It's like suspicious, but not ill-intentioned.
You have every right to be a little suspicious. Your lives seem to be quite interesting, if what I've witnessed just in the past few days is any indication. You're not the only one who can hear through thin walls.
Most people don't keep secrets very actively.
I keep many secrets.
So how long are you here for?
That all depends.
On what?
On how the party goes.
How did you get an invitation to an event like this?
That is the question, isn't it?
I mean, it was. Yeah.
Char, you go at one point, you go to reach your hand out during the dance, and you look down, and the ring on your hand has switched back to the
Invisible.
way.
It's back to invisible right
It's back to invisible. Zem, in the same moment, you happen to be dancing with Ray. And the two of you, it's gotten to be more lighthearted again because you've chilled out thanks to the flowers and stuff. And you're doing the trails with your ring, and you look, and it's switched back to like that star form that you had it in before. In that moment, you're like, hey, wait. And that is where we're going to cut this episode
God damn it!
of Slay the Stars. We're going to have to come back in 46 because the RP is too good.
Jesus Christ.
But.
Come back in episode 46 to resume the clusterfuck of this episode. In the meantime, here's a promo for Dude, Where's My Drift? You can find them at DWMD Podcast on Twitter and Instagram, or DudeWhere'sMyDriftPods.com. And now, a promo for Dude Where's My Drift.
Captain Gator's Log. Yeah, that's a silly name for a journal. Gets me every time. The crew of the Pimarada continue to vex me. Dr. Sam Lee says my color resolve is too high. I keep telling him that don't make a lick of sense. Brano don't train with me no more because he's always working with Treb, who I'm certain hates me because I broke their data pad. It was an accident. Simber, well, she's just as terrifying as ever. I woke up thirsty and saw her with a ham sandwich. Damn thing still had a ring on it. Anyways, come check out Dude Where's My Drift, streaming Mondays or wherever you get your podcast from.
Our theme music was created by the incredibly talented Isaac Vyers. Our character art, found on SlayTheStars.com, was created by the wonderful Cam Gonzalez. Slay the Stars is made possible by the audio engineering wizardry of Arthur Polino, graphic artistry of Jen Kearney, and the production wisdom of me, Leah Hemrick. Thanks for listening, and as always, per somnia ad astra.